Okay. So, I have a confession to make. And it's hard to say this, and it kind of just came on all of a sudden, and I wasn't really expecting it. And I figured transparency is probably the key here, just so I can share it, get it off my chest, and just know that it'll pass. But at about 7:45 this morning, my kids came out and told me, "Hey, Dad, the bacon's burnt." Yes, I'm not even kidding. The bacon is burnt. So, my morning started off fantastic, and my faults were pointed out immediately. But you know what? Maybe I like burnt bacon. Now today I'm definitely going to be kind of taking you through my whole process of the way I want to set up more of a flat lay, or I guess just the idea of setting up a photo to the way I want to view it and the way I want to take a picture of it. And you see a lot of these pictures on Instagram, and you see them all over the place, and you're just kind of going, man, that just looks good. And I've often wondered that many times, because I'm like, I'll never be able to shoot like that. Like, that's impossible. That's just too good, and I suck. You probably go through the same emotions every single day if you're trying to go out and shoot pictures as well. And I think the biggest thing that we get lost in is the simple fact of just taking the photo itself without worrying about the pressure of what is the world gonna think of this photo? Because what it is, it's the motivation behind the photo. It's not the photo itself. People are gonna know if it's a good photo if you put your heart and soul into that photo. Now, if your motivation behind the photo is money, people can tell. If the motivation behind the photo is to get likes, people can tell. But if the motivation behind the photo is because you want to share what's on your mind, that's what makes a good photo. And I got to keep reminding myself every single time, just like when I'm burning that bacon, it's okay to burn the bacon, because sometimes crispy bacon is good, and sometimes a messed up photo can be good. All right, so let's just kind of walk around. I'm gonna take you on a little trip and just around the house, and gonna show you kind of where I look for motivation, inspiration, whatever you want to call it, something to make a photo. So yeah, I think right next to this window would be really good. When you're looking around, you're looking for natural light. At least that's what I'm kind of looking for. Sometimes when I get in the studio over here, you can kind of see, you can set it up and you can have it all nice and neat like this, and really have those lights glowing on you, and that's fine. But really what I would like to do is go more for, again, that natural light kind of shining off this floor right here, and setting up something where I can put stuff into. And I think that's what I'm gonna be going for. So let's go find some stuff that we could set up and create a scene right here. Yes, coffee for sure. Try that some other time. Oh, you can set up some lights too. Maybe get some more, I don't know, maybe some orange lights. Yeah. I think that'll work. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking here is using this buck knife as the main focal point for this picture, because I really like this knife. I mean, it's absolute art. And it's given that kind of Western vibe. And that's kind of what I want to go for on this shoot, is taking this and kind of putting all sorts of, putting all sorts of like little details around it and giving it life and giving it atmosphere surrounding that knife. So let's take a look around and see what we can find to complement and motivate this knife. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that would be fun. I think I've got a skull laying around. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see. Yes. That one or that one? That looks good. Let's try that one out. What else do I have? Oh, you know what? I've got my little prop box. I think this will do. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. I mean, spurs? Little horn thing? Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of shredded paper. That'll go. Give that a shot. Let's do it. Yeah. Come on, a cow's head. Ha, that's sick. So now that we've kind of got everything that I think that I want for this picture, let's start setting this up in the light. Okay, let's see. Ah, it's dusty. Whew. Oh. Yeah. Okay, we're all cleaned up. Put it in there, we'll make a photo out of this. That light's coming in from natural daylight right now, and it's gotta just kind of cover, creating a shadow in here, got some brightness over here, and let's see if we can play with that. So now we've got it all in there, and you just kind of screw things around just the way you would want them or how you would like them. This looks pretty good. Now, I'll probably adjust the skull a little bit, but you know, what I like to do is just kind of lift things up, give it some dimension. So I just kind of put that little nut under there, make the paper kind of scrunchy. Little couple screws, that type of stuff. And that's really what you're looking for, because if you really tried to get this thing over on the ground, let's say, and you just kind of throw things around and you lay it down, you're like, okay, that's kind of fun. I mean, whatever. Drape it over, it's pretty hard with holding the camera too, but you can kind of see like, okay, if I took a picture of that, it's like, all right, it's still flat. It's just, there isn't much dimension here, even though you're having the motivated light coming from that window going that direction, but it's like, it doesn't give it enough oomph. So that's where I like to bring in just props. And honestly, really finding stuff around your house that you can use. It doesn't have to be this crazy stuff like a cow skull, but it's still finding stuff that you can work with and putting it around your subject just to give it more life. Except for a dead cow skull, not much life in that. But it looks cool. Okay, now you can see kind of what I did there.
straightened out the skull, did that, put the buck knife on there. So I kind of wanted everything kind of lining up like this. Now I've got that shadow coming in still, coming in from this way. Got light over here. And I just think that's looking good. That's where I'm at with it. Let's try and get it a shot going right now and see what that looks like. And we'll just do a, you know, as is right now. And let me show you what this looks like. In 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I hope you like that picture. I mean, I like it. It's not, you know, maybe if you don't like it, that's okay. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I took the time to create this photo, and you can see kind of all this stuff just kind of thrown about here because I was just trying to piece it all together, try to get the right lighting in there. But that's really what that picture creation is all about, the motivation behind the picture. That's really it. I think that wraps up at least that little session. But look at this. This looks so good now. I am loving this new studio setup. At least it'll be for a little while. Here, let's turn that on. Ooh, there we go.
Okay, so I hope that helped you a lot, at least to understand kind of the behind the scenes, the raw process of trying to create a photo or flat lay photo like that, or for any photo for that matter. It doesn't matter what you're taking. It's just kind of, if you put enough thought into it and enough reason behind the motivation of the actual photo itself. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making that. It's kind of a little off the cuff. Follow me around, see what that looks like. Get almost vlog styles, creating a photo. So I hope you enjoyed it. You know, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I will see you on the next video.